I really like Danica McKellar, particularly Christmas films with Danica McKellar. So I was very excited to watch Christmas at the Drive-In. This was released in 2022. It's directed by Don McBrearty, written by Rick Garman. Of course, it stars Danica McKellar as Sadie, and Sadie is back home for Christmas. And while she's there, she's campaigning to save the drive-in theatre because it's not been very profitable. The plan is to sell it off, but she doesn't believe that that should happen. So part of the film focuses on her trying to save this drive-in theatre, and the other part focuses on her reconnecting with an old flame. This is Holden, played by Neal Bledsoe, and they didn't leave on the best of terms back in the day, and we actually get quite an interesting amount of detail about how things were left and why things were a lot more acrimonious between them. And I enjoyed that part of it. It developed really well. We didn't learn too much too soon, and as the narrative progressed, we learned a little bit more, and I think that was really engaging, and I was genuinely emotionally invested in their relationship and what it used to be and what perhaps it could be in the future. So that part of it was fascinating. The drive-in part, I enjoyed. I'm a film fan, needless to say. So anything that focuses on trying to save a method of watching films, I really support. Obviously, it's not an easy task because one, not many people want to go to drive-in theatres nowadays, and two, it's winter. And not many people want to watch a film outdoors, even if it is obviously in their cars. And I was really keen to see what would happen with that. And it wasn't completely predictable. I didn't fully predict where the narrative would go, but at the same time, it's not, completely wild and unpredictable and unrealistic. I still believed everything that was happening, and yeah, I enjoyed that part of the narrative as well. Then we have the Christmas aspect, and I have to say it was suitably festive. It's not the most Christmassy film. There are films that I feel are better suited to getting you in the Christmas mood, but it is Christmassy enough, and I rather enjoyed it. Danica McKellar was great, and the film itself had a pretty decent narrative and some very likable characters. If you're looking for a Christmas film that you haven't seen, one that's quite an easy watch with a pretty interesting story, particularly, as I said, for film fans, then Christmas at the Drive-In, it's a pretty good one to go with. I thought it was not too bad.